Now, one thing that you need to realize when keeping a reef aquarium is that there is no such thing that you can win them all. So when you have a highly competitive environment such as this, there has to be winners and there has to be losers. And that will be in reference to light, in reference to water flow, in reference to nutrients, and in reference to being able to dominate and allow space and aggression. So what you've got to be careful of is if you have an otherwise successful environment where all your corals are thriving, but maybe just one or two of them are not, you got to make sure that any changes you do are very gradual and very cautious, because if 90% of your corals are going well and the odd one isn't, you don't want to jeopardize the 90% just because the odd one isn't actually working, because there can be various reasons why one is not working. It could be that there's a limited amount of photosynthetic surface area. It could be that there's too much light or not enough light for all the animals you have. It could be that there's too much flow or not enough flow for certain individuals. And it also can be aggression and Coddy cells. So the corals put little defensive neurotoxins into the water that suppress other corals and allow certain species to dominate an actual environment. And in the wild, when you're in a certain area, there are certain corals that dominate over other corals, and there's no environment that has the same sort of diversity within a 1 meter square area as you would try to expect in an aquarium. So anyway, if you have any tips on this particular subject, put a little note on the bottom of this video. But it is important to realize that you cannot win them all, and that competition is very severe in a low nutrient reef environment such as this. And the corals do have various tactics to try to outcompete each other, and that competition does come at the expense of some of your corals.